We're back now. We're going to talk about the racehorse. I'm going to finish this video, and then Amy and I will do the opening tomorrow. Arrowhead Hanover in extremely... Oh, wait. Allure. Allure is the first one, actually. She trained great today. The best trainer I've had all week long has been Allure. She looked great. Unfortunately, she got in with Tally the Tab. Justin, I believe, is going to drive Allure, but she's going to be a little bit tighter than the other two. I've been very happy with Allure since we got her, and I'd like to see her race really well on Wednesday. Arrowhead Hanover, extremely uncharacteristic break from him the other day. It doesn't appear to be anything other than an anomaly. He's back into going the Open at Dover this week. Bridge Over Broadway has been bionic her last... that's not fair. It's not bionic. She's been extremely good her last two. Very, very happy with her. Just turned into be a bit of a hidden gem. Every so often we'll come up with one of them, and this filly is definitely that. Captain Incredible is in Dover. He'll be in to go this week, I would imagine, for Mr. Munson. Chicago Hall, I wish they'd have canceled 20 minutes earlier the other night. Chicago Hall did not get back in to go. Kind of a stale date with the races being canceled, so he was not in to go. There's not really anywhere for him to race except either here, which I'm not a big fan of. Actually, the class already drew to Wednesday. I'm not going down to Miami Valley with him. Maybe we'll go, we'll just wait until next weekend with Chicago Hall. Foxy Seaside had a dirty sinus infection. I didn't know this when we were gone away. They told me when they get back, they've been treating this sinus infection. When it first happened, they were worried about her getting sick and getting pneumonia. Dr. Latessa was pretty aggressive with it right away and cleaned it up. So it has cost her about a week, but she'll be back in the swing of things next week. Go Boom. I talked about him in depth in the videos today. I think this is going to be one of those things where everybody that owns him with me right now is going to be disappointed for the next few weeks, but I think we can right the ship and have him good. He's going to make a start at Mohawk. I'm guarded as to what that prognosis will look like to race, and then after that, I guess we'll make final decisions. I know they schooled him yesterday. He won the schooler in 2-2, but said he was okay. He needs to be 5 seconds faster. 6 seconds faster to do where he's going to need to do. So we'll see how Go Boom races first start. Gorgeous Package, I'm going to kick her out for 3 weeks and bring her back. She'll have that, hopefully she'll win that class at Northfield. Then we can look towards Miami Valley towards the end of the meet and then see where we go with Gorgeous Package. But she just felt tired the other night. Now, had I filed her right, I think I'm fourth. Right, but I fought with her to get her to the left. I couldn't get her to the left. It ended up costing her every position. She was last, but she didn't race horrible. Just not quite as peppy as I'm used to Gorgeous Package being. Memento Mori is racing on Wednesday. He should do well Wednesday, I believe. Mortlock, that was embarrassing for me, frustrating for me. We did get his blood back. He did tie up his... his blood work came back, his AST was very high, and his GGT was very high, so something we had to work on. I was a little miffed we couldn't get him back in to go, but now I'm not. It'll take us another 4 or 5 days to get that liver down where we like it and get his AST down. I'm going to have some shoeing changes done with him, and then most definitely some equipment changes for our buddy Mortlock. NASA 9-hole. No, do you have the 9-hole again? I think he did. I just want to draw on the gate with this guy. We'll see how NASA races on Wednesday. Sparkling Volo, I apologize. I don't have an update for you on Sparkling Volo. He would have just started training. I want to talk to Jason about how the horses are going. I talked to Dom and talked to Harry. I hadn't talked to Jason yet. But no news, I guess, is good news in some sense. But Sparkling Volo is a horse that I think we're going to have a lot of fun with in 2026. Tally the Tab, she's been a great filly for us. The only angry spot I have right now is that she's in with Allure. I don't like racing our horses together, and I told Jason to make sure the race office knows, no, use somebody else. We'll race our horse somewhere else. I would have put Allure in here at the Meadows next Thursday. Instead, I have to race our two horses against each other, which I do not like. Where we go to here? Nassau, Sparkling Votel. Woodmere Betcha is coming here. She fits... I was 2 weeks late. They had 3 legs on final. She only gets a race in the 3rd leg. It's a claiming condition series, pop-up series over here for non-winners of 4 or 35 life. As of December 15th, well, as of December 15th, she had 31,000 made life US dollars. So she fits here on Thursday. That's where we're going to race her. Drebin's in tomorrow in the Open. I think he's got a great shot. I'd like to see Drebin do well tomorrow. Tenacious Hanover Drew the Rail. Didn't train great this week, but nobody did yesterday. Pulled his blood. We're waiting to get his blood back tomorrow, I guess, or Monday. I would suspect it's just the track, but we'll see. Time is on my side. I'm going to race him here in about 15 minutes as soon as I'm done this video. Winter Soldiers in at Northfield on Sunday night also, so I expect him to be pretty good. Agent Black, we're going to have a week off. He fits in almost 9,000 at the Meadows, actually, next week, because they'll have him up in the open. I know exactly what they'll do. They'll have him up in the open at Northfield, and I'm not doing that. And they might try and have them up in the open here, but we're going to have Yo Mister in the open here because he has a lot more money made, so they can't use them both. Salzbrook Ian is in Wednesday. He raced great his last start. I think he's 9 to 5 morning line, Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever he's in. That's good. Save America. I watched him jog today. He looked very good. I was happy with how he looked. Spitfire Overseas will be back in to go at Miami Valley next week. No, he's not great right now, but he is picking up money and he is moving forward. That's what I need to see first and foremost. Greatest ending up in class, but in a decent spot tomorrow night also. HB Liz Shadow is in the 13th here. 9th, 8th's on the track. I'm in the 9th with Time Is On My Side. The 13th with HB Liz Shadow. Looks like money coming out of the field next week from Kentucky will bring him back up to Northfield. Neptune is going to start training next week. We'll get him back going in the right direction and have him likely back over here, I would imagine. Rock Shining Star is in Dover with Mr. Munson. A little bit of a shake-up for this guy. I just think he's cheating a little bit. We'll see how he does in Dover. We did put him on Lasix. There was a spot of blood found his last start. We opted just to go back the Lasix route. 3-point blue chip race, good. Third just beat at the wire in the 16 claimer the other day. Seems to be a spot we can race him in, so that's good. Trosa, I'm not happy with the handicapped 8-hole. I do not like... I don't ever want to draw 8. I'm never going to ask for 8 for sure. I would have just left him out of the box when I told Jason, no more handicaps, no more open 2s. Put him in where he belongs. If the class doesn't fill, we'll race him over here. We'll race him at Miami Valley. I'm not racing from the 8-hole at Northfield Park. I thought the open 2 made me angry. Handicap with the 8-hole makes me twice as angry. Yo Mister will race him over here. He needs a couple of starts to get round into shape. It's just so hard to go fast. The track sucks at Northfield on qualifying day in the mud twice in a row. You can't go more than 2-1. You know, he needs him on 56, 57 to get into racing shape to the open. So he's just going to have to go around his first start. There's nothing we can do about that. He's been training back good, and I expect he'll be good this week. So Yo Mister will be racing at the Meadows also next week. There you have it. 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, race horses. I'm in the next race at the Meadows with Time Is On My Side. How come I didn't talk about Time Is On My Side? Where was he? It was after Tenacious Hanover. I jumped over him. Well, I'm racing him in a minute. Good luck.